Welcome back, everyone. We are back with a season recap video for Dynasty Royale and Big Baller League. I'm doing both of the um, leagues in one video. I just think it'll be easier, and there's no point in making it separate videos. So y'all all be able to come together again, like I usually sometimes did with the power or with like the playoff things for my private story. But we're back, and the seasons have finished. The winners have been determined. Um, And for Dynasty Royale, the next season will be some rules will be said. And for Big Baller League, that's just the whole different. That's the redraft league. I mean, I don't really know what's going to happen with that league, and who's going to be replaced because there's going to be a lot of different people in that league. I can tell because Big Baller League this year was a failure. Okay, I'm saying it was a failure of a league, but there was only about maybe 40% of teams that were, I would say, active fluently. And I also talk about Dynasty Royale first. And it's the competition was just very lopsided. It just seemed way too easy. But I'm gonna start off with Dynasty Royale. Um, as you can tell, the winner has been determined right here. Lamelo's team. Congratulations, you have taken the chip to the end. It seems like, of course, it's my team, guys. I don't want to brag, but it's my team. But of course, I really prepared to. I wanted to win this year. I sold my like draft picks and young players and players who were good this or who were good in fantasy but didn't play this year because they were injured, but who are going to be playing next year, obviously. There were a lot of teams that seemed inactive and um, had to be replaced a lot. Like it was crazy because at the beginning of this year, or when not this year, but like I guess technically this year when the season started, because it started like in January, because this league started later. It's a whole different squad. We had about let's go over the whole entire let's go over entire league. He's been here since the beginning. He's been here since the beginning. He took over someone who quit the league because he had a temper tantrum and just couldn't control, like couldn't handle um one bad thing. He left. Chris took over because the guy who left bitched and he's just being a pussy about what he said about some things and he just couldn't handle it. He's just being a pussy and just left. But that's okay. I'm not gonna argue with you, man. It's your shit, man. I mean, if you can't handle the heat with other people, then just leave. I don't care. I don't care. You're gonna be wasting my time. I don't need you in my league. Um, he took over for someone who was inactive. I mean, I'm glad he took over. He took over someone that just didn't know really fantasy basketball. I'm really confident in these two owners, though. He will be replaced. More than likely, he will be replaced. So there'll probably be new owners for these two teams. So I'll be on the lookout for that next year. He's been the same. He's been the same. He had an owner because the owner quit because, oh wait, no, he had two owners. There was two other owners before this guy. One of them quit because there's apparently what's it called, corruption, when he is actually the commissioner of Big Baller League. And man, there was some corruption going on in that league, but we don't talk about that. um the guy who took over him apparently had no fun being in this league because of he didn't really draft his team. But I mean, that's on you, bro. If you don't have no fun, I get that. You can don't waste my time. Just leave. It's fine. I'm confident this guy's taking over. Although the trades he's made are a little questionable. Um, but I mean, if there's been bad trades, they would have gone vetoed. But I mean, only a few have gotten vetoed. I think he's been in the beginning and he's been in the beginning. But yeah, overall there was a lot of trades. I feel like that just got really abused. But I mean, it's group voting, so if y'all didn't like a trade, y'all could more than likely veto it. But I mean, that's not really the prime thing. But with this group of people that I have right now, obviously two of them are going to replace because of inactivity, and I just need to find better people. Um, I'm looking forward for this for next year. Um, Now Yahoo works in like in a different way. So for me to assign keepers, I prefer if y'all send me a list of up to 14 people that you want to keep on your team for next year. If you want to keep your whole team, send me a list because I'm not going to remember your whole team. If you're only keeping a certain amount of people, just remember, um, if you have two spots, your first two round draft picks are who you're going to be selecting for like rookies, I guess. And then the rest of your players that you kept are like 3 through 14. So that's how the draft is going to work. I just have to assign it to you, and I'm going to need some help. Like, I think I'm going to need some help. I don't know how Yahoo does it officially yet, but I think I'm going to need some help assigning the keepers. But overall, this league went pretty smooth outside of the people who left who just couldn't handle the heat, man. They couldn't hang with us, you know. I feel like this group of managers right here are very advanced in their own way, and I'm glad that I'm in a league with y'all, and I'm glad I'm hosting this league. You know, I feel like this league is here for the long run. Um, make sure that you guys can find a way to, you know, obviously it started very early or later on in the season, and our records, you know, they don't really they don't compare compared to other leagues. But I feel like this league went really well. Congratulations to Lamelo's team once again, aka me. But yeah, I mean, I'm just I'm just glad that another fantasy season has ended upon us, and I'm already ready for next year. Obviously, fantasy baseball is here, so if you're in my fantasy baseball league, get ready for that because that is starting up this Thursday. Excited for that. Um, but yeah, I just told you how the keepers work. I mean, y'all see the standings. Actually, that might change. So here's how it's gonna work. First, second. Um, oh wait, hold on. Okay, here's how it's gonna work. Okay, I'm first, Jack's second, Noah's third, Dylan's fourth. Um, does not tell me how everything works. I'm assuming Quincy might be fifth, Lucas sixth, Vanille seventh. He's eight, and Brandon's eight. Sorry, I think the bottom of the lineup is the same. I think if I'm correct, but yeah, I mean that's how it worked out in the end. All right, let's move on to the most interesting league ever, Big Baller League. Congratulations. All right, so this league actually was originally supposed to end last week, but midway in the season, the commissioner changed the schedule without notice until someone told them about it. But yeah, I mean, it was supposed to end, it was supposed to end last week. We didn't really have to deal with any of like injuries. It probably would have been better if it did end last week. But I mean, I guess we didn't really know that like people would sit out, you know, because it's kind of like it was really crazy on how like, well, especially for my team. I think it was only my team that took the biggest hit because oh, not that's the wrong thing. Let's review this. So here are some injuries that for the championship teams. So clearly, actually, no, let's bring this down over here. Jacob, I mean, yeah, okay. So I told him that he only won because I had injuries, and I told him it was a Mickey Mouse win because they're Brad and Jacob's definition of Mickey Mouse is just very confusing. They don't really know how to use that term. Definition of Mickey Mouse is what really happened in this championship game because you see how many injuries he had, you see how many injuries I had. Mm-mm-mm. I mean, I get that he had John Morant and DeMontis Sabonis out, but they were not planned. They were already ruled out this week. They're not going to come back. And I definitely would have smoked them even without him playing if these guys were healthy, you know? So I mean, you want to know a definition of Mickey Mouse win? This is the definition of a Mickey Mouse win because I had, let's see, well, he had 4 injuries. He had 4 games out. All right, 4 games. That's it. I had 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 11, 12, 13 games. 13 games lost. And I only lost by 30 points. And you say it's an easy win. All right, buddy. All right. And he still played 5 more games than me, and I lost by 30 points. So, I mean, in the beginning of the day today, I was projected to win by like 60 points, but then DeJounte Murray went out, LeBron James went out, and Jimmy Butler went out. If those guys never gone out, easy dub. It's a wrap, you know. But of course, he was also very quiet, towards the beginning of the day until Murray was ruled out because that was like the nail in the coffin. Because after that, I just had no shot because I just lost players. But overall, I still feel like I was definitely like the MVP in this whole entire league. Like, I mean, best one in the regular season. I mean, still hung on in the championship round, even with all the injuries that I had. I mean, it was crazy. But yeah, I mean, this league was very eventful. There was a lot of drama that just for some reason, because of the commissioner and the peanut gallery with Jack and Jacob. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I mean, they say I'm corrupt with my league. I mean, if if you guys were paying attention to what was happening in this league, it was ridiculous and unnecessary and foolish and immature and unprofessional. And I just did not like that. Um, like it's very hypocritical, of Brad and Jacob to say that I'm corrupt when what they do in this league, what they did in this league, locking me out of being able to pick up players the day of the start of the championship league and not being able to pick up that person because you were locking me over something that happened 2 months ago in another league. And I'm the one to get blamed for it in this league for some reason. It makes no sense to me. Donovan Mitchell or Davion Mitchell was a guy that I wanted to pick up who actually went off this week, believe it or not. Was picked up before I even had the opportunity to pick him up because I was locked and I was unable to for some reason. I don't know why I was, but for some reason I was locked. But yeah, I mean that's 134 points that I would have had over Kispert, and looks like that makes the difference, 80 more points. But I mean, yeah, I mean it's just how Brad is, I guess, and whatever it means that whatever the reason was that he locked me out. I mean, he'll never explain because he'll just say no sources. But that's him. But this league next year, who knows what the hell will happen because this league was horrible in the beginning with how the draft went, with Jalen Green, one of the worst players this year, going first round. I mean, it was just I would say 3-4 teams maybe had a shot at winning this year. And I mean, one of them really would have won, but of course injuries happened. So there was an upset. But I would say, I mean, it's all up to Brad and who he brings in because I'm not gonna help him. I mean, I don't ever want to be in a league with Jacob and Brad ever again. I'm done. I don't ever want to be a part of them. I don't ever would be a replacement. I don't want to be a fill-in. I don't want to do anything with what Brad does in a league, with what Jacob does in a league. And I mean, I'm only going to handle what I do in my leagues. I'm done with it. I don't ever want to be associated with them. I don't ever want to no, I'm done. Yeah, this league was fun. It's been fun the past 2 years, but or 3 years, but I'm done now. Like it's my retirement. That's why I wanted to win this league more than I did the other league. That's just why I wish that DeJounte Murray played because I know that Jack has him. And if he played, then, there would have been, I guess, either one or the other. And since he didn't play, I guess I lost this one and I won the other. But I guess even if he did play, I still would have beaten him because I beat him by like 150 points. So it wouldn't have. I would have won both leagues if DeJounte Murray played. But yeah, I don't ever want to be in the league again. Good luck finding my replacement. Good luck finding replacements for probably Billy, Chris, Eddie. Get him out of the league. Come on now, and Austin. Um, so probably Dylan. I don't know. I feel like Dylan wants to only be in leagues with me because I'm friends with him, but that's up to y'all. I mean, that's up to him. I'm not gonna tell him what to do. Um, it's just I'm done with being in leagues. That's all I really wanted to announce. Because I'm done with Big Baller League. I'm also done with King's Keeper or whatever that league is called. I'm done with that league. I don't want to be a part of it anymore. Um, I just feel like that's just a disaster waiting to happen because I'm not the commissioner anymore. So I feel like that power is gonna get abused. Um, and I mean, if you're in that league too, I'm warning you, like you're not gonna like the experience you're gonna get with Jack, Jacob, and Brad because it goes three ways. If I'm not the commissioner, there's three people that take control, not just one. So you're gonna have to deal with that. But yeah, I'm 100% out of that on that. Out in Big Baller League next year, but I will keep up Dynasty Royale, of course. That's a league that will stay. And of course, my Dynasty Baseball League. Oh my God, I'm so excited for that. 18 teams. I want to see or 16 teams. I want to see what's going to happen with that. But overall, it was a good year, especially for me. I feel like I did really good fantasy wise. Probably one. It was really good. I feel like it was an interesting fantasy year for me. But I won one league and I got second in another. I mean, can't say the same for a lot of other people that could do that. I mean, yeah, in the football leagues last year, I won one and then got like bottom four on another, but made it up for basketball. Another thing I wanted to announce too. So I posted this before with the fantasy manager rankings. Um, I'm gonna update everything on my Google Sheets, and I'm gonna post that very soon. I think I'm gonna post it like on my private story or something like that because I think that'll be the easier thing. I'm not gonna do like a video because there's no point of doing a video about that. But that is gonna come out sometime this week. Um, if you're in my fantasy baseball league, it won't count. Part of that, it just be the past two basketball leagues that have just finished, and yeah, that seems to be it. I think that's everything. Look forward to those fantasy manager rankings. Let me show y'all actually what that's gonna look like because y'all don't know what it is actually. At least some of you don't. Hopefully y'all paying attention because this is gonna be an important part right here. Wait, hold on, let's try something real quick. Interesting. Time for me to go to bed. Alrighty. I'm gonna kind of spoil it, but fantasy career rankings. So there's one, two, three, four tiers in this thing. So far, the bronze is kind of updated a lot. I don't really have anyone in the diamond tier yet. I only have one person in the gold tier, and a certain amount of people, like four people in the silver tier, and the bronze. Obviously, I guess I should define what it is. Diamond is consistently top three. You have to at least get a trophy from ESPN or Yahoo to consistently in all the leagues you've been in, basically not all, but majority of your leagues that you've been in to qualify for the diamond tier. Gold, since Ben really been in one league of mine, you just get one trophy, I guess. And I guess since he won first place, first is gold, so he gets the easy way. If he'd been in one of my leagues, but obviously since Jacob won and then I won, Jacob has been in majority of my leagues. So I'm gonna use Jacob as an example with Reese. Just because you won one league does not mean that you're automatically like gold or silver or diamond. It's gonna take place of all the other leagues that you've been in. So more than likely, Jacob might find himself in the silver league. It just depends on how his other football leagues he's been in, how he finished up with that, and the basketball leagues that he was in, and then the baseball league that he was in last year as well will take effect of how he finishes. But most of all, I think, and silver, I guess gold, it just measures up. But silver, it's mainly just like if you place top three, and if you've won one of my league, like how Reese is, but you've been really bad in another, and or been bad in other leagues that you've been in with mine, then it'll affect your score from gold to silver. And bronze is just playing like top, like the bottom, like from 4 and below. Just never got on a trophy. But yeah, top three, and then just don't do good in my other leagues. But that's how it's gonna work. I'll update the other guys' names, so be looking on for that. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And next video will probably be I'm probably gonna host a football league actually. I've been playing on this for a while, a VIP league for football. It's more likely gonna be on Yahoo. Um, it's gonna be a very competitive league because I'm only gonna have I feel like it's gonna be very competitive players. On lock, I feel like me, Dylan, Jack, Juan, man, who else I feel like could qualify this? I feel like I get Danny involved. I feel like I can get who else? I don't know who else would get involved, honestly. I don't know who else does football, but I'll find some other people, man. I'll find some people that can get involved in this. So far, I feel like those guys would have a lockdown spot, and that's 6 people. So I'll probably ask Billy. I might ask Billy. I think Billy knows what he says about that stuff. So who knows? But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and catch you all in the next video. Who knows when that'll be though.